All right, we got another video that was sent in from a client. It's Dave again. So let's see what Dave's got going on in his world. Let's see what's new and exciting in Dave's world today.
So let me help you with this. Let me help you with this. Whole life does not grow tax-free unless...
I always like it when he interrupts everyone. Just already a few seconds in, just let me talk over to you. Just shut up. You're an idiot. You're buying life insurance. You're a moron. Let me just talk over you the whole time. Great, great advice.
You lose money, and your basis for tax purposes in a whole life policy is the total of your premiums. So if you pay in $100,000 over a bazillion years into your whole...
I thought life insurance goes out to age 121. He must be looking at contracts that go out a bazillion years. That's insane to me. I'm not aware of those carriers.
Your whole life policy, and your cash value is $90,000. You have lost $10,000, and so of course there's no taxation. Or you can borrow your own money and pay them an interest rate to borrow your own money. And by the way, 100% of the time, borrowed money is not taxable. So whole life in and of itself does not grow tax-free. That is a falsehood.
All right. He's correct about a couple things there, and then just classic Dave, let's not really think about this, let's just tell everyone my way of thinking and make it their way of thinking. So yeah, whole life technically grows what's called tax deferred. So all the growth is deferred. Now the death benefit is income tax free, and you know, when he's referring to borrowed money, you don't borrow from yourself, which is what he said. Why would you borrow your own money? You're not borrowing your own money. This is one of the most fundamental things we teach right out of the get-go to everyone learning about whole life insurance. You don't borrow from yourself, you borrow against the cash value. You're using the insurance carrier's actual money, their portfolio. That's why there's an interest rate attached to it. And so, you know, he needs to get that language down. He's not understanding that. And life insurance is a FIFO asset, first in, first out. So whatever you're paying in, you can get out, you know, without taxation. And he is right about the loans. Now, he's not gonna like this loan provision because Dave is about zero debt. It doesn't matter. There's never an appropriate time to use debt. And that's where I'm gonna disagree with him on. The Robert Kiyosaki camp versus the Dave Ramsey camp, they're going to be leveraged debt as long as you're disciplined. Dave's just way of thinking is it doesn't matter, never use it, it's never worth it, which I have a hard time getting around the ultimatums like that. If you know what you're trying to do financially, pick the route that's best for you and bet on yourself. You don't have to listen to 100% of the things that they say, and he just never even articulates any real good points about insurance. It's surprising to me that no one has been able to educate him this far, and I think it's a pride thing. The ego is just too high up there, and he's unwilling to learn and see what this asset can really do. And you know, I think there's two types of people in the world. There's people that judge something before they've ever tried it, and there are those that are willing to take action, try something new, and base their opinions off their own results. And that's an authenticity conversation. And so you can tell he's never owned it because he has no idea how this thing actually works.